Have I been talking without a mic this whole time? No. I've poured my heart out at the beginning of the stream, and it's quite possible I didn't get any of that audio. You know what? In this case, that's actually okay. The only thing that I'll repeat from what I said earlier. Yep, because my second monitor's volume is on. Oh no! Like I said, or like I always say every stream, it wouldn't be a Jenster stream if something didn't break. But the only thing that I'll repeat from any of the information that I said at the beginning of the stream, because I opened it up with a little bit of negativity, you know, just saying that it hasn't been a mentally healthy week for me. But I'm gonna leave it at that, because it's actually a good thing that none of that audio picked up, and that, you know, I wasn't just being negative and junk on stream. So in this case, it actually was a good thing. But what I was saying, that's too funny. I can't even be mad at that. What I was saying was I've been working on Highwire. I'll show it again while I'm talking. For a convention that my husband and I are vending at in November. I've been working on her the last couple of streams, and she's almost done, and I'm really proud of her. But I decided to shift gears because randomly Puffles from Club Penguin just popped into my head. Like, because that was literally the only reason, that was, or one of the only reasons that I even played Club Penguin as a kid. You know, I love games with, like, pets in them and little things to take care of. And unfortunately, and what's usually the case with most of the properties that I like besides those stuffed animals from way back, like, I don't remember hardly any Puffles merch. And I thought, wouldn't it be cute? Or I should explain why I'm shifting gears away from the Highwire print and doing the Puffles instead. I sell acrylic keychains, like charms, at this convention, but I order them from a third party. And in order for me to get them in time for the convention, I have to order the rest of my stock by the end of this month. So any charms and keychains that I want to get from this place, without doing it super last minute, I have to order them now. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cute to have little Puffle, like, backpack keychains? Because it's one of those things where, no, that doesn't have to be symmetrical. I can take it off. The face probably will be, but let me turn that off for now. Puffles and Club Penguin as a whole is one of those properties that, like, everybody would love to, like, have actual physical merchandise of these guys. And, like, I'm sure that there was merchandise in the past. Like I said, there's that stuffed animal, thing that they had a while back. But I'm gonna keep tripping on my words. Take case in point, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Like, people, including myself, being the huge Sonic nerd that I am, people would love a, I guess I probably should make it symmetrical though, because if I'm gonna be doing this as fan art, I need to make sure it's stylized enough to not be infringement or mistaken for officially licensed material. So I need to not match the ref that closely. I need to add a bit more personalization to it. Like, fans, including myself, would absolutely love an HD remake of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And I get why we can't have one with the Chow Garden. An HD remaster of the Chow Garden. Please. But no, we can't get one, and that's why it's survived by the
Chow Garden.
The Chow Garden.
Oh, the humanity.
No, I was saying because for this stream, dear, I'm moving away from the high wire print that I'm doing, and I'm working on charms.
The puffle?
Yeah, the puffles. Yeah. Also, I streamed the first, like, 10-15 minutes of the stream not realizing my mic wasn't on.
No.
Anyway, long story short, because I'll never get off this tangent if I don't try to end it. We would love an HD remaster of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. We would love a remaster of Club Penguin, or any way to get the Puffles back. But sometimes it's just super frustrating how the stuff that fans literally want to throw money at are just sat on.
What are we getting first, fans? Adventure 2 Remake or Half-Life 3? Vote on your phones now.
Yeah. But sadly, we'd probably get a remake of Adventure 2 Battle before Half-Life.
I want to know the real question, though. When is Super Mario 128 coming out?
128? What was that?
The sequel to Mario 64.
Boo, get out of here.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Exit stage left. I really thought that was a thing. I was like, ooh, lore?
Did you actually make those?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what's that?
No, it's like the Xbox 720 host.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember seeing those.
The Super Mario 128 game. But it's just Mario 64, but re-released with, like, RTX definition graphics.
It's like, these are the things that we actually want to throw money at you for. Why are you just keeping it?
Love you.
Love you too, dear. Yeah, the hubby is on my side, as you can tell. Ah! I cannot get this hair right, goodness. But in good news regarding that, though, there's a whole bunch of Sonic Adventure clone fan games coming out that are giving the fans what they want and are, you know, creatively distinct enough to not be copyright infringement. I can't remember what the name of that game coming out is. That, like, it's literally, to me, it looks like Sonic Riders if it was in the style of Sonic Adventure 2. Man, why can't I get this hair to look right? I'm gonna end up staying on it for way too long. It looks like Sonic Riders, but with the graphic style of Adventure 2 Battle, and it's got a Chow Garden! An actual Chow Garden! Like, or a fan Chow Garden, of course. But yeah, so that's what I want to do here. Like, I'm sure to make this creatively, distinct enough, I could make like different kinds of puffles, like with different aesthetics beyond the original colors. But yeah, I want to throw money at you to have these things. Why? Instead we get things that we don't ask for, but I'm not gonna get into that side of the drama. Alright, I think this is just gonna have to be the just make it exist first, you can make it good later kind of a deal, because I'm gonna be on the same feature forever if I don't move on. Plus, I'm just using this as a base to draw more puffles. Like, I'm gonna be drawing multiple colors and multiple types. This part doesn't matter as much. The actual base that I'm gonna be doing and repeating is what does. I do not want to know how much money I poured into Club Penguin while it was still a thing. Like, because I used to be all, why would you spend real money on fake things? And then I became a Fortnite player, but that's besides the point. The introduction to that mindset was definitely Club Penguin. Like, yeah, it unlocks certain things that you could do that you can do for free, like the number of puffles, making your igloo look good, all that jazz. But for the most part, you could still play Club Penguin without like a membership. It wasn't like unplayable. It was completely by choice. But I poured so much money into that game. Like I do not want to look at any bank statements from back then. But boy do I miss it. And boy do I wish that there was like actual Puffle merchandise besides the stuffed animals that I don't even know. I doubt they're still in syndication. I'm sure that you have to buy them through eBay. All right. So this is just a base, like I said, that I'm going to draw more puffles over. Like I'm gonna change things like the hair uh and stuff to make it a bit make each one a bit more unique and definitely make sure they're stylistically different enough um for a convention. But yeah, because my thought process is like I make them evenly split down the middle so that the loop of the keychain is going to start right here, and then you'll have the whatever hanging off of up there. But I'm still going to change things up every once in a while to make sure each one is unique so that it's not just the same exact shape and face with different colors. Ooh, that was almost perfect on the first try. Cool. Yeah, I do got to make these ones nice and thick though, because I think I'm gonna go for the 3-inch ones. And the epoxy ones will probably be better. I want them to be nice and puffy and nice and uh thick, very 3D. So got to make sure the lines are very visible. Yep. It would not be a Jenster stream if Jenster wasn't an hour late past the time she originally scheduled the stream and something didn't go hilariously, comedically wrong. But that's half the fun, right? Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, my mic being turned off in the very beginning was actually a saving grace because I was being a bit of a downer in the beginning, and I try my hardest not to, especially online, because what's that going to improve? So, it worked out. That is the part that matters the most. Okay. Yeah, so let me see. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Yep. Make it nice and... Alright, let me hide the symmetry because sometimes what the symmetry tool does, it for whatever reason, and it's the same thing with like guidelines when I'm trying to make like character ref sheets and stuff, like for whatever reason, the brush will treat it like it's a speed bump and it will make a little like, imagine I'm drawing a straight line and I'm about to go over the symmetry line and it just goes whoop, like, why? It's on a screen, like it's not actually an obstacle. You don't need to treat it like one. Alright, let me I'm just going to my browser to look at some refs. What would be really cool? There used to be a gray one? What? Interesting. I must have stopped playing after a certain point because I'm looking at this ref like promotional art of all these different puffle types, and there's some types that I've never even seen. There were dragons at one point. I must have I must have stopped playing after a certain point because I don't even recognize some of these. But what I was going to say before I got sidetracked, what would be really cool attention to detail is if for the white puffle, because the white puffle um can you tell this is a hyperfixation yet? Good. Okay. The white puffle was actually smaller than the rest of them. Like that was a huge like character point for that. So it'd be cool if I actually paid attention to detail and actually shrunk them and made the actual file smaller. And then I wonder how many let me see, let me look at that promo art again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing. Um I wonder how many other like Club Penguin experts, like people who grew up when I was who grew up around that time with me would like point it out, be like, "Oh, it's smaller, just like the real one. That's so cute." Like, I think that would be really cute attention to detail. Yeah, that's about right. It's pretty close. Like I said, I don't want to make it exact. I just don't want it to look off. Yeah, that needs to be a bit bigger. I might have to shrink things just a tad. Oh, wait, come back. Let's see. Okay. So I might need to shrink things just a little bit so that I have more room for the actual tough part. There we go. And then where is that symmetry line? Yeah, I want to move that over a little bit. I wish that gave you the ability to transform the symmetry line with the with the art, because when I have to shrink something because it's not the right size. Actually, I think I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna try and do it the other way. Um when I have to shrink the size of the thing I'm working on, the symmetry line doesn't shrink with it. So I have to try and remember where I put it, and then it can make things look messed up. But I guess that's part of the challenge. I used to draw art of these guys all the time. Like I loved them to pieces. Like any game with like a little guy that you have to take care of, just instantly fall in love. But for whatever reason, drawing their actual poof part is proving to be quite difficult. Maybe I should try going backwards. Like instead of starting from the top and going to the bottom, maybe I should start from the bottom and go from the top so that I can see how big I actually need to make this. Let's see, how's that? A little better, little better. Ah, art perfectionism, why do you do this to me? Alright, let me try the eyes instead. Maybe actually having a face on it would help me place things better. So I'm gonna put the symmetry tool back on, and we're just gonna give them some big ol' swoopy eyes, just like that. Take that little bit off right there. How's that look? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, that's not bad. You know, to make things a bit more distinct, we'll put a line going up. That will just erase a little bit here. Yeah, I think I need that end to be a bit rounder, like this. Nope, not quite. Hold on, I'm gonna shave some of this off. There we go. Alright. A little bit rounder. Let's see how that come out. That's pretty close. I need a bit of thickness around this end right here. Just a little bit. Yep. Not quite. We need a little bit more up here. Yeah, maybe I might take a little break later and maybe I'll change the thumbnail to actually show what I'm drawing. Let's see, how's that look? Closer. I'm gonna shave a little bit off the top right here. Just a smidge, just like that. Kind of round it off. Yeah, getting there. I'm gonna shave down these tangents just a tad. There we go, there we go. Okay, we'll take a little bit of that out. I'll probably take the symmetry tool off and go down a little bit with my brush. And then we'll do some of this. Yeah, okay. There we go, perfect. Take a little bit of this out right here. There. Alright, let's see how it looks. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna take the symmetry tool off and do some fixings. Let's take that off. Doop. Okay, so I want there to be a little bit of a line connection right up here, and that doesn't have to be symmetrical. In fact, it'll probably look better when it's not. We'll take that off. Something's still not quite right. Let me try shaving this off and see if I can fix it. Because the symmetry to a point is better for something like a keychain, but too symmetrical actually makes things look a bit uncanny. I will admit I'm pretty guilty of doing over symmetry, so it is a crutch I got to be careful with. I do a lot of ref sheets, and especially for characters with symmetrical features like markings or whatever, it's a lot easier to just do the symmetry tool. But you know, you use something too much and it does eventually become a crutch. So I will be first to admit that I have had that happen. All right, there we go. Yeah, in fact, let's pretend like it was almost like Venn diagram circles that went up like that, so it's not 100% symmetrical. And then we'll smooth things out like this. Ooh, a little too much. Smooth, 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 going up this way. Oh, too much. Back up. That way. Like so. Little. Ah, too much. Back up. Flip. Ah, the art's not arting. Why? 'Tis the dilemma. Let's see. Yeah, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it look like there's a teeny bit of an overlap, but that's proving to be quite difficult for whatever reason. Go back. How did I make that many marks in that short a period of time? There we go. Yeah, I want there to look like there was a bit of an overlap, like you know, one side is going over the other and it's not perfectly down the middle. Something like this. And then I just go like this. Oop, better. Okay. A little bit better. Bit too much overlap, so we'll shave some off like that. No, that still doesn't look right. I know it's just the perfectionism in me, but something about this just looks a tad off, and I cannot quite figure out why. Like, it's like an 89-degree angle, how it's just off enough that it doesn't look wrong on the surface, but you can, like, sense its presence, you know what I mean? Like, just enough that another artist would be able to tell. Maybe not somebody just buying it for the puffles or just buying it because it's cute art. Or maybe it would be um bad enough for somebody who's not necessarily an artist to point out like, something about this isn't quite right. Yeah, I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. Maybe instead of it going straight up, I should do it going out just a little bit. So like this way instead. Maybe that helped fix it. Let's shave that off there. Yeah, it's a little closer. Like, yes, I am normally a perfectionist when it comes to art in general, but considering I plan on selling these, like they do have to be at least convention quality, you know? Closer. And maybe just a smidge on this side too, there, just like that. There. Oh, now I see why it looks uncanny because there's too much there's almost too much ink at the bottom of the eyeball. So let's actually smooth those lines out a bit. You gotta be careful though of that one spot that I want to keep. Yeah, I gotta mess with the line weight. Let's see. Yeah, maybe messing with the line weight without the symmetry tool would actually make it more appealing because it's not too perfect. So I'm going to take little bits off on each side instead. No, I did not mean to open a new document. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, because actually making things uneven sometimes, like, does really make a difference. It's the imperfections that can really bring out art sometimes. It doesn't have to be, like, cookie cutter, exactly, perfect. I'm gonna regret not, figuring out the hair. I just know it. Like, I can only hide for so long. It's a feature I'm gonna have to do, Right, closer. Now I just need to do something similar to the other side. So we will go down like this. And around like this. Okay, get in there. Okay. Yeah, we'll shave a little too much there. Let's see. I gotta be careful. I'm good. Like, zooming in and out doesn't make me sick, but I gotta be careful not to give anyone vertigo. That wouldn't be good. Don't want to give people vertigo. Yeah, see, well, besides this little edge, right here, it's the imperfections that can sometimes really bring out a piece. I think I am also gonna just shorten my brush size just a little bit though for the finer details. That probably has been not helpful as well. Getting there. I'm gonna take just a little bit more off right here. Oh goodness, maybe I should just take the whole thing off. My gracious. Why do I always spend so much time on the same features of an art piece, like, for ages? Like I said, yes, I plan on selling this at a convention, so, like, it has to be convention quality, but if I don't move on, I'm never gonna get this done. The art struggle is very real. Alright, how's that? Okay. Ah! I see a spot sticking out. Yeah, just a little bit. A little smidge. Not too much. Like, I think those are the only things that are really sticking out that bad. Trying to keep in mind that this is going to be at a smaller size and people are not going to notice these things as quickly. Alright. I'm gonna zoom out. And it's gonna look fine. I'm not gonna touch it. You ready? Alright, zooming out. Okay. Not bad. I've tried so hard not to eat my words, but that little piece.
I could hear the tension from the other room.
It's the artist perfectionism. It's like, yes, it's perfect. Wait, no, there's a line.
I'm gonna zoom out. I'm not gonna touch it. Ready? And then just dead silence.
It's like, I see something. I think I fixed it. Here, dear, you be a second pair of eyes. What do you think?
Well, I think your first pair of eyes could use a bit of work.
Stop! Is it just me, or, like, it just looks a little off, doesn't it?
The eyes are a bit too low. Like, there's barely any room for the mouth.
Right. Well, I'm also trying to make this, stylistically distinct so that it's, convention worthy.
It looks okay, I think.
Right. It's just this little piece. I'm trying to make it look like a, like an overlap.
What were the eyes meet?
Yeah. But I'm just having the worst time figuring it out.
I'm back out again.
Hold up.
So
Yeah.
the overlap is higher.
Interesting.
So, want to see your pen real quick? Yeah, you can see there's barely any space down here, but there's a lot more space on your version of the drawing.
Got it. Okay. All right. Still trying to keep in mind of being stylistically distinct, and I'm sorry that I told you not to touch my pen.
It's fine. I understand. I'm an artist too.
But yeah. Yeah, because I need to make sure that I'm not copying it one for one, obviously. I need to make sure that it is
Oh, how do you
parody.
do that?
It's a symmetry tool.
I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
I have a bad habit of using it way too much.
That would have saved me so much time and effort.
Yeah.
Look, when I draw my Transformers, and I have to put all that little detail on like the arms and legs, do you know how much effort that would have saved me?
Well, yeah, I do. It does save effort, but it's definitely better for things that are like facing straight forward for the most part.
Sounds like I'm straightforward.
True. Yes, it definitely comes in handy, that's for sure. But sometimes I do admit I have a bit of an over-reliance to it.
That's okay.
I've been stuck on the same feature for who knows how long. I'm afraid to look at the clock.
Close to 9, by the way.
Right. Like I said, I was going to be going a bit later tonight because we started late. There we go. Hubby! I love you. Let's see. How does that look? Obviously, I've got to fix these rough edges, but it doesn't look too bad.
That's better.
Better. I do not want to have to erase all this and start over if I can help it. I think for the nights that like you join me for my live stream, I should have like a little picture of your avatar like up in the corner, like featuring the hubby, like with that kind of like stamp on it.
And if you want to.
I mean, that would
Or you could make it like a Marvel movie where it's a surprise cameo.
like the Super Smash Bros. Like intro when you're about to unlock a new character, where they're like darkened out. Because that would be with the like afterwards when I specifically make a new thumbnail to go with it and not a placeholder.
Well, I mean, I've been appearing in like most of the streams lately, so
Yeah, true. It'll get to the point where viewers will like expect you to make an appearance of some kind.
yeah, I just appear like a Marvel cameo, and it's like the audience cheers when I show up.
Darn it.
What's up? I think it looks fine.
It looks choppy, you see it?
Oop. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to start the whole thing over, but I'm thinking I might have to.
Well, just use that as like your sketch, like
Well, I already have the sketch, see?
Well, that's your new sketch.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
I don't know.
Rip.
Enter.
Remove the eyes.
Now we really can't see.
Indeed. Start over. Yep, the artist especially the perfectionist artist's curse. Right, I think I know what I need to do. So I need to not try and make them perfect semicircles. They're like almost like egg-shaped.
Egg-shaped and leaning into each other more towards the top.
Yeah. Like, if this is the center, it's more like...
Ooh, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah. Then I'll take those edges off later.
It's like I come back from work, and you're still trying to get the eyes, and you're just like, please! Please!
It's like, did you stay up all day? This was important!
Yeah, no, his eyelashes.
There will be some that probably will have eyelashes.
Is this a mic or is it on your headphones?
It's on my headphones.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't yelling into the mic.
I think my watch is throwing me off too. It keeps hitting the desk.
Yeah, I might want to take that off. Just be on guard so the boy doesn't steal it.
Yes. My cat is a watch thief.
Our cat is a jewelry thief. Do you remember what I found this morning?
What did you find this morning?
The necklace.
Right.
So, Jenster's chat. I have a Doctor Strange necklace. I have Agamotto replica. And a while ago it went missing. And earlier this morning when we were trying to sleep, our cat was like digging behind the side of the bed for something. And I'm like, what is he trying to get? So I reached down there so he'd stop digging, and I found the necklace. Back behind the bed, somehow. It had been missing for a while.
His stash.
He had been stashing it there.
His jewelry haul.
He steals watches, he steals magic imbued necklaces. Like, there's nothing he won't take.
He's like a pickpocket.
He's like a loot bug.
Pickpocket. Here. Now we're getting somewhere.
Now you're cooking with hard-boiled eggs.
Now you're cooking with puffles.
Now you're cooking with puffles.
Yeah, puffles were like the Chow Garden of Club Penguin. That's why I was obsessed with it.
Like, puffles were the Chow of dial-up kids.
Dial-up kids?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fairly... Did Club Penguin come first?
I think so.
Because, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I think, came out in like 2001 or 2.
It's about the same era, I think.
I know the precursor to Club Penguin, like the thing that really kickstarted it, came out way before then.
What's that?
Well, it was still Club Penguin, it was just very, very beta.
This is the alpha.
Like, it was essentially just an interactive chat room at one point, and then look at it. And then Flash died and took Club Penguin with it. I've heard rumors that there is like some kind of like Club Penguin archive that people can still use. I don't, especially if it's not like especially if it's not regulated like Club Penguin used to be because it was a kids game. I do not want to know what that looks like.
The modern day El Dorado, a still functioning Club Penguin archive.
More like Atlantis.
Are you the Milo Thatch?
I'm the Milo Thatch of Club Penguin. I need to make sure it still exists.
Of Pufflantis.
Pufflantis. Like I was saying before, take my money. Why are you sitting on this? I will give them props for trying to reboot Club Penguin, but it was not the same. And more often than not, like, reboots like that never are. But also, it was a kid's game, and I was no longer a kid when they tried to reboot it, so...
Would you press the button? What? Club Penguin gets a good reboot, but it's a live service game.
Ew! Well, actually, Club Penguin kind of was a live service game.
A monetized live service game.
It kind of was a monetized live service game.
Never mind.
Well, because, like...
So, yes, you would press the button.
Well, yeah, because how it used to work was they used to have this thing called the Club Penguin catalog. It was how you bought, like, clothes and stuff. And it was different. It was different every month. Like, Some things would make a return, and some things would be gone forever. If you didn't buy it then, it'd be gone. So technically, it was a live service game, just more fun. And like not competitive in any way, so like ranking never mattered, thank goodness.
I don't know. I've heard those snowball fights get pretty intense.
They could. The poor people who would like get followed to their igloos. Like that was like it was way too easy back then to keep following somebody in Club Penguin that did not want to be followed. Like it was not hard to find them at all.
And then I found his address.
And then I found his IP address. Right, getting closer. There's just a smidge on the edge right here. Let's see. I don't know. It's like this teeny tiny little indent that I just gotta.
How small is this going to be as a pen?
It's gonna be about 3 inches.
I don't think anyone's going to notice the indent.
I'm gonna notice. There. All right. Let's take the sketch off. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, it is literally almost right there. It just needs a little something special, a little bit of spice somewhere. Where could that spice be? Did I find it? Maybe? I think so. Yeah. Oh, wait, am I doing something? Have I figured it out? Maybe. I know you can use things like, oh, too much. Nope. Oop. I know you can use things like the path tool and line tools for Photoshop. I prefer to freehand it though. We're gonna bring some of that back. All right, I think I should probably leave it good here. I say as I add one more smidge of things. I'm never gonna move on. All right, don't touch. Looks fine. It looks fine. Don't touch. I think what also isn't helping is that I'm doing this like in front of an audience, so like the perfectionism is extra like difficult to avoid. Yeah. That's a little too slanted. Let's fix that. There we go. Make sure there's no space left behind. Okay. We're gonna, oh, wrong color. Straighten it a little bit.
Not that.
Not that. Oh, too close.
Why is there an indent on the bottom?
There isn't? You should. No, I knew you were messing with me this time. Angry.
Title of this stream, watch me break down as I try to draw eyes for 2 hours.
Literally. I had to give up on the hair and move to the eyes because it was driving me nuts.
Oof.
Oh, is that where I want it? Maybe, maybe. I'm so glad that my webcam can't pick up like the finest details. Right, easy. Goodness. Like, this is probably one of the simple things I've drawn in ages, and yet it's giving me all this trouble. That's too thin. Oh, man. I love art. Art is great. I come home and I draw in my sketchbook. See, art is incredibly relaxing. It releases a hormone called It releases a hormone called anger. That's what it does. We need like an artist equivalent for like hangry.
Sketchy.
Sketchy. Oh, did I get it? Maybe. Did I finally get the shape that I actually like? Perhaps.
Does Gordon usually sit behind you like that during every one of your streams?
Yes.
You should have a cat cam.
I should.
Or a void cam.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm actually gonna take the symmetry off for this one. My webcam can only see me for my VTuber.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I'll retitle this stream, watch me crash out over drawing a cute little bean. Like, I haven't even gotten to the colors yet. This is just the base, that the rest of them are going to be made on. Yeah. Yeah, that's so I can, see the chat.
Yeah, I was lagging. I didn't know if that was normal.
It is. Because my poor computer is doing its best. Yeah, there we go. That's about where I want it.
Is this me or is it crooked a bit?
You're lying.
Okay.
It is not crooked.
Believing that's what helps you to sleep better.
You're just egging me on. I know you too well. I know your tricks. Your devious tricks.
What can I say? Our cat takes after me.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this.
Yes.
For the hair.
Yes.
The reference has 7 hairs. Your thing has 8.
Right. Like I said, I'm trying to make it stylistically distinct.
Got it. Okay. I didn't know if that's part of what was throwing it off or not.
Nope. Like it is extra symmetrical for that reason.
Right.
But I think even if I do keep the 8 tufts of hair instead of 7, I'm at least going to like not make them 100% symmetrical like I did in the sketch. I used to draw these guys all the time as a kid because they were easy to draw. Now look at me! I'm being defeated by a puffball.
I've had that happen to me, like, I've drawn my main character, like, hundreds of times, yet every now and then I still struggle.
I know it's because I think about it too hard. When I was a kid, I didn't think, I just drew, but now look at me. I am what we call an art grad.
Oh, what?
An art grad. You go to school to learn new tools and improve, but it also comes with like art jet lag. Where like the stuff that used to be like so easy when it came to drawing drives you mad.
Art jet lag. Would you call that jart?
I don't know. I don't know.
trying to be humorous.
You're fine, dear.
Hope I'm not bugging your chat too much.
No, you're fine. Nope.
Look at the cat.
See. Cute. Yeah, I don't think, like, I don't have a problem with my hubby being on my streams with me. You know, that's authentic love. Like, if I really needed the concentration for anything, I would say so, but no, this is totally fine. I also keep forgetting I have a keyboard next to me, so I don't have to keep manually doing the undo. Well,
that would have been useful.
Well, I'm so used to drawing on my breaks at work without my keyboard that it's just first nature now. Let's see, I'm gonna save it real quick before I lose my progress and actually like lose my soul.
It's okay, right?
Okay, dear.
Love you.
Love you too. Yeah, because if I lost my progress after everything I've been through, I probably would actually melt. Like, seep into the floor, never to return. And we're getting there. Yeah. Not bad. This is looking a lot closer to what I wanted. Still trying to be careful not to zoom in and out too much and make people sick. There we go. Oh, too much. Let's get rid of some of this edge right here so that it looks like an overlap like the other one does. Try to keep that symmetrical if I can. There we go, not bad. There. Yeah, I think back in the OG Club Penguin days, like, if you didn't have, like, that whole membership thing, you could only get, like, either a red or a blue one. I think. Yeah, getting somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, that looks much better already. Okay. Let's see. Take that off for a second to see how that looks. And probably, don't know. Let's see what that looks like if I, lift it up a little bit instead. Yeah, and gave it some more room. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, probably call it good at 9:30 p.m. today. Because I got some Discord friends that are wanting to hang out tonight. And I should have time. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm just glad that I realized the problem with my mic, like, as soon as I did. Because if I had gone the whole stream with no audio, only to realize it, right at the end as I was about to sign off, I probably would have actually sobbed, like, audibly. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. That's pretty good. Alright, now we just gotta do the other side. I can either do 3 like the original, just make sure they're shaped well enough. I'm not gonna do the thing where I just copy the one side and move it over. I am actually going to freehand it, just so that I'm not, using a crutch. Oops, careful. I just don't know if I should stick with 4 or 3. Cause let's see, the loop, let me turn the, symmetry back on real quick. Yeah, the loop is gonna be like right here. Can I do half symmetry? Well, there's no such thing. Duh, it's just going on the one side. You goof. Alright, so we'll turn that off. The loop is gonna be like about right there. So we'll want to do like right here, roughly. And freehanding it would actually make it look better and less like uncannily too perfect. Okay. We're making progress. There we go. Nice floofy little head up there. That's what we like to see. Yeah. Now things are cooking. There. Yeah, we are definitely getting somewhere. It's a little thick, but we can always shave that later. There we go. Nice. Alright, just a few tufts left. Let's see if we can finish them before I call the stream good for the night. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Coming out pretty good. need a little more rounded. There we go. There. Yeah, now you can tell that the angst is gone and I'm actually like drawing in a way that I like when I actually go silent and lock in instead. There. Yep, now we're cooking. Just need a few more tufts and we'll be good for the night. Yeah, my next actual YouTube video should be coming pretty soon. I'm just about finished with the script for it. You know, because it's been months since my AI video, like my anti-AI video, and also it's been a couple months since my art fight video, and that was thrown together just because I wanted to talk about it as soon as possible. So my actual like thought out edited like you know, that kind of YouTube video will be done soon. But I at least want to keep streaming, you know, as weekly as I can. You know, to have some kind of schedule and have something to upload every once in a while. Yeah. Right. And one more touch should do it. I'll put a little smile on him and we'll call the stream good for today. Took a lot of blood, sweat, and artist tears, but he's just about done. So this will just be the base essentially that I'll add to and edit with each color and design. Yeah, maybe throw in a couple of original designs just using the puffle shape. There we go. Little bit there. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's see. Oh, they all have that little they all have that little hair in the back. Some of them are even actually like shaped specifically. Interesting. Right. We'll do a little springy back here. Nope, not quite. Hold up. More like that maybe? No, it's still kind of off. Maybe something like that. Closer. Let's see. A little bit more than that. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. It just has to get the point across. And I guess I don't necessarily need it either. Just some of the puffles actually have little hairs back here that are shaped specifically depending on what they are, so it'd be nice. I actually think, let's see, the loop is going to be right here, so I think I don't need to be that authentic. It can be fine right here. And then, last but not least, the smile at least, and then I'll call it a day. There we go. Yeah, look at him. He's just a little guy. Yep, this will be the base that I use for the rest of the colors going forward, and I'll change things up slightly with each version. But I think I'm gonna call it good for tonight. So thank you everybody that could join me tonight, and hope you enjoyed my husband being with me as well. He'll probably be popping in on streams more often just to give commentary and say hi. But of course, if you liked what you saw and wish to support me, feel free to like, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon for membership rewards. I'll see you next time. Love you. Bless you. Peace out.